Oops, there goes another wacky ween. Oops, there goes another wacky ween. Oops, there goes another wacky wiener. Do. Doodly 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. Wacky wiener. What's gonna be this week's wiener? What's gonna be this week's wiener? What's gonna be this week's wiener? William Charles will show you. Doodly 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. Oops, there goes another wacky wiener.
Hey everyone, it's William Charles. Just like I promised, I am back. And here we are with the debut episode of Wacky Wieners. You know, I figured it would be a change of pace from the croutons, but let's still have a little bit of fun and keep it food related. Anyway, without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this. Today we're going to be making wacky pretzel wieners. We're going to use some all beef hot dogs. And then I'm going to do a little bit of ingredients from scratch, a little bit of store-bought, a little bit of homemade. And anyway, let's take it away and jump right into the kitchen. Here we go. So I'm starting with some all-beef hot dogs here. I like to pan fry them first, give them a little bit of a sear. You know, you want to have a bit of that flavor from the burn lines or whatever you want to call it. You know, just back and forth. Give it a few minutes or so. You don't want to burn these things, but you want to put a bit of a sear on them. So it all depends on your own personal taste, but I like to have nice sear on my hot dogs. So in the pan they stay, back and forth, rolling around. Eventually they'll be good to go. I think they're almost ready. Yep, they're ready. Next, we're going to dredge the hot dogs. I've got my dreads mix, just some flour, bit of seasoning, a little bit of mustard powder, a little bit of chili powder. And you got my egg wash that I beat up. You can't really see it because if I put it too close to the camera, it'll spill it. I don't want to spill it like I spilled the flour. And now on to the best part, the pretzel crumbs and dust. I just took some pretzel sticks and I put them in a hand blender. Now we got the wiener. The wiener's about to become wacky. Ooh, 2 wieners. We're going to have, you guessed it, wacky wieners. So first you want to take your wiener and put it in the egg wash. And then you're going to put it over into the dredge mix. Get some flour on it. Get it all nicely coated. Yep, that's about good now. I think it's properly coated. Okay, maybe a few more rolls. Look at that go. Now I'm putting it back into the egg wash. Want to get it a little more moist before it goes into the pretzel bits. Rolling into pretzels. That's how we do it here on Wacky Wieners. Now we're going to keep on going. You want to get this totally covered by the pretzel dust. The more pretzel, the better, obviously. Doodly 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 doo, doodly 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 doo, doodly 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 doo. Look at that wiener. Okay, now we're going to put it aside. And since I've had 2 wieners ready to go, I'm going to repeat the same steps. And now this wiener is also going to be prepared. Okay, you already saw me prepare 1 wiener. You don't need to see me prepare the second one too. So let's just skip this part and fast forward. Well, now that our wieners are coated, it's time for them to become wacky in the oven. Here we go. As you can see, when you weren't paying attention, I also had a broken wiener that I put into smaller pieces, and I coated it as well to make 3 mini pretzel wieners. Wacky wieners indeed. So they've been in for 10 minutes. I'm going to flip them over now, and then back into the oven. They're going to go for about another 10, 15 minutes or so until they reach your desired level of crispiness. Look at them. They look delicious, don't they? They smell delicious. It's been about 10, 15 minutes, and they are ready to go. Look at those. Be careful. Don't touch them. They're hot. These wacky wieners are very hot, But, oh, I touched it. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. But they're delicious. Well, you can't have a wacky wiener without a bun. So I've got some nice big sausage buns here, and I'm putting on some shredded cheese. A little bit on the bottom of each. You know, maybe in the future I could move a little bit faster as I'm doing this so it wouldn't seem as boring. But hey, it is what it is. Look at that cheese. Yum, yum, yum. Next, we're going to put the Wacky Wieners on the buns. Oh, they're not cooperating. Well, hey, they're wacky. What do you expect? There they go. They appear to be ready now. And what are those? What are those? That's right. Those are my homemade pickles. Yeah, I made homemade pickles. I can't believe it either. It was actually pretty simple. Oh, what's going on with the camera? What's going on? Oh, there we go. The wieners are back in view. Man, this guy struggles I struggle putting pickles on my hot dogs as I'm recording it. Okay, here we go. There's a better angle. Look at that. What is that sauce? That is my homemade spicy mustard mixed with store-bought barbecue sauce. Hey, I can't make everything from scratch, but I think I should get some points for the homemade pickles, which are absolutely delicious, and the mustard as well. As you can see, struggling to get the sauce out. That's what happens when you make homemade mustard. Sometimes it gets seeds stuck near the tip of the bottle and it doesn't really come out as well, but hey, that's all part of the experience. Oh, sneaking a bite. These are delicious. Now we've got the finished product. Presentation is a little lacking, but I never said that I was doing this to make things look pretty. Oh, more cheese, more cheese. You can never go wrong with more cheese. Look at those. I know they don't look that good, but I'm pretty sure they'll be delicious. And I tried something new. Pretzel dogs are this week's wiener. Pretzel dogs are this week's wiener. Pretzel dogs are this week's wiener on Wacky Wieners. Well, everyone, that was absolutely delicious. Didn't look as good as I was hoping it would look, but hey, that's what happens when you come up with an idea in your mind and you say, I'm going to try it and film the recordings and put it on a YouTube show. Anyway, hopefully next week I will have something that looks a little bit better than this one did, but hey, it tasted delicious. 10 out of 10, A++. And I must say that my homemade mustard mixed with store-bought barbecue sauce was quite the concoction. It was absolutely delicious, as were my homemade pickles. I never saw myself making homemade pickles, but here we are. I made homemade pickles. They were absolutely delicious. Well, everyone, it's time to wrap up the debut episode of Wacky Wieners with William Charles. As always, I remind you, be kind to one another. You don't know what somebody else is going through. Always do everything you can to be kind to someone else. And remember, anything can be a hot dog topping if you use your imagination. All right, everybody, I'll see you next week. This has been William Charles. Thanks for welcoming me back. Take care. You didn't think I would forget, did you? And remember, stay classy.